Okay, so we have a new jersey to add to the collection. I now have three NFL jerseys because we've now added the Seattle Seahawks to the collection. Now, this is part of the on-field Nike range, which is made by Fanatics. This is a small, not a medium. My Dolphins and 49ers are both mediums, and they actually look like larges on me. I bought this off a work colleague. It's got obviously the authentic down there. It's got the raised NFL, and like my Dolphins jersey, it's made in Guatemala, which is important because my 49ers jersey is made in Honduras, and you're going to see a difference in quality depending on Fanatics factory. I will tell you that now. I love the numbering. I love the feel of the fabric and the Nike patch, the green patch here. The Nike is actually fabric and the green patch is sewed on top, which is kind of cool. I love the numbering and the design within the numbering. And of course, it's an iconic Seattle colour scheme with green and navy blue and grey, which is very similar to the Kraken, just slightly different tones of blues and greens. But the Seattle are known as a city when they have their pro sports teams in whatever sport you're talking about, that this is kind of the colours we go with. They like their dark blues, they like their greens, they like their greys. It's a Pacific Northwest thing. And I really do like the quality of this one, much like my Dolphins jersey. I love the feel of the material, it's very breathable. The numbering and the lettering is good quality. And people are concerned about Fanatics, and I will discuss that with my 49ers jersey in a second. It's got the breathable fabric under here, and it's the NFL jerseys are very similar to the CCM NHL jerseys of the late 90s, early 2000s with that breathable material. And while they're not, if I was to rank all my jerseys, these ones would not rank as high as the Washington Capitals Screaming Eagle or my Winnipeg Jets jersey, for example. However, I've added, it's the first time I've added a jersey to the collection in many, many years. And so we have the Seattle Seahawks. Now, what I find interesting is on my Dolphins and 49ers, the word mark is here. Seattle have done it differently. They put their word mark on the left shoulder on the neckline, which is fine. One thing that the Dolphins have also done is they've got the Dolphin logo on both sleeves. So I find that pretty cool as they've got a little side patch. Now that we've covered all the niceties, because these are both made in Guatemala, my 49ers jersey, and I've discussed this before when talking about the quality of Fanatics, the material that the jersey's made out of actually feels slightly different, and the lettering and numbering is of a lower quality, so you can see it's peeling. It doesn't get worn as much these days, and that's made in Honduras, but it's made under the same product line of the on-field, which you will see with the logo, the NFL logo, and the tag in the neckline, and the patch on the right, well, on the bottom left, the NFL players on field. But this one's made in Honduras. Now, whether this was made at an earlier time, in a different, well, it was made in a different factory, a different year, or a different batch, the material on this one doesn't feel as good quality. And this is the issue with Fanatics, is my Dolphins jersey and the Seattle one I've got today, you can definitely feel a fabric quality difference is the best way to describe it. So my 49ers jersey, while the breathability again under the arm and down the side is exactly the same layout, the same breathing holes and things like that, the actual fabric doesn't feel as good a quality. Now this is an issue that Fanatics has come across, is a wide-ranging difference of quality of material, even in the same batch. Now, there have been concerns over Fanatics in the past. The NHL seems to have done well this year with the first year of the Fanatics jerseys. Baseball, Major League Baseball, had their issues a season ago, last year, and it really blew up in Major League Baseball's face, and there was a lot of complaints from fans about the quality of the product and from players, because the design was changed, the materials were changed. It's going to be interesting as I continue to go and add to the collection of NFL jerseys at some point, and I go through this on-field range, is what this tier of branding is. If we still have the same issues where there's a difference in quality between, let's say, the Dolphins and Seahawks to the 49ers with other jerseys that I may acquire. I mean, I've always had issues with the 49ers. I don't know why, but the numbering It feels different, it's a different material. It's a thinner steam print. The glue's different, and the fabric doesn't feel as good a quality. Whereas the Dolphins and now the Seahawks one feels a slightly stronger material and better with the numbering and name. The logos stay on better, the numbers stay on better. I've got no issues with the Dolphins, and so far no issues with the Seahawks. But there we go. The Seahawks jersey has been added to the collection, and I'm very, very happy that my collection has expanded for the first time in a while. There's some other memorabilia I've picked up in recent days as well that I'll do a separate video on. Looking at all my football programs, got a lot of them. But for me, for now, thank you very much for watching. If you are an NFL fan or a jersey collector like myself, how many jerseys do you have in your collection? I have many in the wardrobe, which I've got to go through, and I've got a few more floating around the apartment. So I'll be interested to hear how many jerseys people have. And I know some people have got hundreds. I don't have that many, but I do hope to add more ice hockey, football, rugby union, rugby league, NFL. I want to get some Major League Baseball merch as well. I want to basically extend my jersey collection at some point. And maybe as soon as next month, I might decide to order some rugby league stuff. But for me, for now, thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you all very, very soon.